if you wanted to draw a, cup and handle pattern, you couldn't draw a better cup and handle pattern than that, right? I mean, it's now. I like the range you have on the handle in that, if it breaks down below that support level, you get a little bit nervous. But I don't know. I still contend. We're in spring, we're heading to summer, and the momentum's coming back. But look, the FUD is reaching, I don't know, epidemic or epic proportions.
A well-known figure in the world of cryptocurrencies, Mark Yusko is the man behind Morgan Creek Capital Management and served as its founder and managing director. He is well known for both the easily relatable anecdotal stories he tells and the admirable expertise he possesses in the traditional finance industry as well as the cryptocurrency market. Yusuke expressed the opinion, expressed in a few of his earlier interviews and tweets, that the cryptocurrency industry had entered the now we fight you phase. This phase is the stage of the industry's development in which the higher powers throw all there is there to get it down. Yusko thinks that all concerted efforts that raise significant concerns about the future of the industry should be taken into consideration, and as such, we will now take Mark Yusko's interview.
It's only a conspiracy if it isn't true. Truth is an absolute defense. And the truth of this is there's lots and lots of hard, real, like on-chain type evidence of a coordinated attack by regulators, media, politicians to basically, slow. I won't say stop because they can't stop the technology. The technology of truth is superior to the business of trust. It just is. And replacing trust with truth is what blockchain technology is all about. So that isn't going to stop, but they can certainly slow it. And that's what they're doing. And this attack on the banks that have facilitated crypto businesses is the latest step. So first it was, let's go after the lenders. And they did that with surgical precision using this front, and I use that term intentionally, of FTX, which was simply a front to attack crypto. Was never real, was never, it was the second largest exchange in the world. No, it never was, not even close. So anyway, and then this attack on CZ, I'll actually say totally intentional and totally targeted, because he gets the added bonus that he can be labeled China. It's amazing, but because he happens to be a Chinese national, he can be branded. Look, I've seen his name and Binance's name linked to CCP, right?
Of course, people say people always say he's a puppet of the Communist Party, and so, show me the evidence, right?
And it's really interesting in that, look, if you want to go back to the roots, right? CZ was engaged with, and Binance was engaged with, the beginnings of FTX, right? And Alameda. Okay. And then there was this transaction, and then there was this kind of fight, and then there was the basically declaration and uncovering of the really bad money laundering, all the bad stuff that was going on. Now those people are unhappy because they've been exposed, so they're trying to turn the vitriol on him. And I'm like guys, I just called a spade, and I admire his resilience in the face of some pretty powerful people coming after you, and I always admire his positive energy, I guess. We all want this market to be robust and healthy, but here's my take. When you have the vast majority of an asset completely illiquid, right? I mean, there's the super illiquid, the stuff that's probably lost or stolen or locked or can't get a multi-sig name or signature. Okay, then you got the piece of the I'm a hodler and I'm never, pry it out of my cold dead hands. But then you've got the people who are actually accumulating, and they're actually in a buy mode, not a sell mode. So you get this increasing foundation of just illiquidity. So the marginal trading, and that has to cycle through over and over and over again, and that just creates these really volatile markets. And people look at that like this is the myth of market cap, right? If you put 100 shares traded of Microsoft stock on NASDAQ, whatever the price is, I don't even know what the price of Microsoft is, $200, call it. And then you say, okay, well, because there are 10 billion shares, the market cap is X. What are you talking about? If you tried to sell 1 million shares, you wouldn't get that price. If you tried to sell a billion shares, you wouldn't get that price. And so this idea that a 5% move because 40,000 coins shifted hands, if we can just get past this myopic focus on some bad people did some bad stuff. They did. And that's tragic. But the thing that I'm struggling with, Scott, and I think I may have said it yesterday, is there have been 538 banks that have gone bust since the global financial crisis. Not during the global financial crisis, not before the global financial, just since. Do we talk about, we should all just get out of banking. We should all get our money out of the bank. Should we this banking thing is broken. It doesn't work. That proves it. No. One exchange goes down. 2 exchanges, 10 exchanges. There are 500 exchanges. And we say, well, we don't need exchanges. Yeah, we kind of do. And we probably don't actually need 500, but we need some. And we need the ability to transact, between ourselves until such time as the world is completely on-chain in DeFi, which is not tomorrow. I find the story very sad, to your point, because in the end, we collectively need the interoperability between the old financial system and the new financial system until such time as the new financial system is the financial system, which is as inevitable as it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, but it's going to take time. And you think Haley Lennon, who, she's pretty active tweeter, and
I know her well.
She tweeted a couple years ago, and I think she actually may have worked with Silverbank I don't know. I can't remember the exact things, but she tweeted, look, if the regulators want to take us down, right? If they want to take the industry down, it's the on-ramps and off-ramps of the banks. And so
Caitlin Long has said the same thing multiple times, including a year ago to me in person in Bitcoin Miami. She said, worry about the FDIC and the Fed, not the SEC and the CFTC.
Yeah. And that's where we are now. And look, that's why I believe, and it's just me, and you might agree with me a little bit, but I know that I believe that everything in the past year is a highly planned, highly concentrated effort to cause pain and suffering in this industry. It wasn't Sam and Caroline. They were not the masterminds of anything. They were the useful idiots. It's way above their pay grade. And some really, really powerful people are pulling the strings, and they're not done, right? The then they fight you phase, it started last year. It's probably going to go for a few more years.
Do you believe that the failure of FTX was intentional in order to bring the industry down? What are your predictions for the cryptocurrency markets in the year 2023? In the space provided below, we invite you to share your thoughts, comments, and observations. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and take a look at the other video we have up.